Hi everyone, my name's Sam Michaels. I'm a Toronto-based lawyer working mainly in employment and business. I'm here to tell you a little bit about the different courts and tribunals that you could use as an employee. So for employees in Ontario, there's a whole bunch of different court systems and tribunal systems that will affect your life cycle with the employer. The first one I want to talk about is the Human Rights Tribunal. The Human Rights Tribunal follows the Ontario Human Rights Code and protects against things such as discrimination, racism, or any other type of discriminatory behavior that anyone can engage in, but for our purposes that an employer can engage in. So if you're an employee and you're dealing with an employer who's really discriminating against you on the basis of age, race, sex, gender, or any of the other protected grounds, you may want to make your complaint or your claim to the Human Rights Tribunal. If you're a unionized employee, your recourse and your options are going to be a lot more limited because you have to follow the collective bargaining agreement and the union process in your workplace. If, however, you run into a situation where the union hasn't properly represented you, you can make a claim to the Ontario Labour Relations Board. The OLRB will listen to disputes between an employee and their union and adjudicate or come to a resolution for those disputes. If you're injured on the job, if something happens, a workplace accident, or you're injured by a coworker or something that happens while you're at work, you're most likely going to be making your claim to WSIB, the Workplace Safety and Insurance Board. So this is the government department that handle the payments for individuals who are on either short-term or long-term disability because of a workplace injury. If you're hurt in the workplace, the first thing to do is to contact the WSIB. You already pay into it as an employee from every single paycheck, so might as well take advantage of that option if you need it when you're hurt. The last government board that I want to talk about is the Employment Standards Office at the Ministry of Labour. So the Employment Standards Office are the ones who regulate all the minimum general obligations for an employee. So that's the $14 an hour minimum wage, that's the overtime pay entitlement after 40 hours per week. All those really mechanical elements of the job, those are regulated by the Employment Standards Office. So if, for example, you worked a holiday and weren't paid at your holiday pay rate, or you worked hours and weren't paid at all, you worked 10 hours in the month and they weren't paid, you would likely want to make that claim to the Employment Standards Office because they're the ones who are best positioned to deal with those more mechanical, numbers-based claims than the other tribunals or court systems. So overall, as an employee in Ontario, lots of different laws and different regulatory bodies to look out for. It's important to know that, if something happens, there are options. There is recourse and tribunals that are able to help you. It does take a little while to familiarize with all these different government agencies and how they all affect you as an employee.